A new JEV Ragetage!
NANI?
Now I know what you're all thinking. Max, this title and thumbnail are clickbait as fuck! Now, technically, no, this video isn't clickbait at all because I am going to be talking about the next Ragetage. Ragetage 2, or my second Ragetage I've ever made for Jason anyway. I just got done downloading all of the videos this past weekend and took a lot longer than it should have because my only source of internet is the hotspot still. I downloaded over 100 gigabytes of clips, which it took days, let me tell you. But basically, this video is just going to be answering a question I've been getting a lot lately, and that is, am I going to be making another Ragetage for Jason? And if that question wasn't already clear, yes, of course I am going to be making one for him. Now, originally I had planned to finish this Ragetage for him to get it up on his channel before the end of 2017, since all of the clips from this are from 2017. It's essentially just going to be a 2017 Ragetage. And so, of course, I did want to finish this thing in between Christmas and New Year's so he could get it up before the end of the year, just like most YouTubers do. Last year's, I think, went up on New Year's Day. It was either New Year's Day or New Year's Year, I can't remember, but I actually got that one done on time last year. But this year it's going to be a little later, and there's a lot of things that go into that. One is just because it is going to be a lot more longer of a Ragetage than the last one. The last one was only like 4 or 5 minutes long, I think. This one is going to be, I don't know how long yet. It's definitely going to be longer though, just because it's got a lot more diversity when it comes to games. As you guys know, in the year 2017, Jason definitely did branch out and started playing other games and making videos on other games. He already did that in the past, but I think he did it like a lot more this year in 2017 in particular, especially with like Friday the 13th, For Honor. He's made a lot of videos on Fortnite and the whole Challenge Accepted series he did. It definitely branched out his channel. Like I said, I'm not saying he never made any other videos other than COD, but I think in the year of 2017, he's just gotten a lot better at becoming more of a variety gaming channel rather than just being, you know, a phase COD channel, which I think is something that's definitely good for both me and Jason, because with the last Ragetage, I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I honestly hate Call of Duty. The only reason I play Call of Duty is because it gets good ratings on my channel. I wouldn't play it otherwise. This is a game that I can just like sit here on autopilot and just talk about random shit, and for whatever reason people enjoy this. I don't know why, but it gets better ratings than Let's Plays. But we're getting off track. I just wanted you guys to know that, you know, I'm not a big fan of Call of Duty. I'll play it for videos, but this is literally the only time I ever play Call of Duty. And because I don't like Call of Duty so much, it's also not fun to edit, I'll say that. I love Jason, don't get me wrong. I love Jason and I love making these videos for him. It's a fucking privilege to do it, honestly. But I have to say, when I made that Ragetage for him for the last year, I've always loved making these compilations for him. I have fun doing them. There's something that I honestly enjoy, and while I'm editing them and seeing him rage or get scared in the horror compilations, it makes me laugh. I just enjoy it. It's something I love to do. It's always been that way since back in 2015 when I sent him the first horror compilation. But the Ragetage I made for him, when he asked me to make the Ragetage, I was kinda about it because I knew that it was going to be only Call of Duty videos. It wasn't going to be non-COD like I've always done in the past. But there was no way I was going to say no to him because this is a huge project. And so, of course, over a year ago when he asked me to make the Ragetage for him, I said, yes, of course I'll do it for you. But it was the first time editing a compilation for him ever where I did not enjoy it. And I was trying to figure out why, because it was like funny seeing him and like I loved going through all the clips and seeing him rage and stuff. But it was such a different vibe it gave me than when I was editing all the horror compilations for him. And I think it was just because of the game, because I don't enjoy Call of Duty. And so this time around with Ragetage 2, he told me that he actually wanted it to be a large variety of games like he did for 2017. He didn't want it to be strictly COD. In fact, he wanted more of the other games. Obviously, we're going to put Call of Duty in the Ragetage, but there's going to be a lot more variety of games than just COD. And when he told me he wanted that, it actually got me kind of excited, because this time around, I know that I'm actually going to enjoy editing this just because it's not all COD. So, of course, this Ragetage is going to include games like Rainbow Six Siege, Fortnite. It's going to have Injustice, Friday the 13th, all these huge game series that he did over the year. All of those games, as you guys know, Jason, he raged in them a lot. And so I've got more than enough clips to make like an over 10-minute Ragetage, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be all subtitled and everything. It's gonna look really good, but of course I can't just pump this out before the end of the year. Of course, if I had gotten started earlier, I probably could have, but as you guys know, I work a full-time job and there's just no way I could have done it with getting my PC all set up again and everything. It took me a while to get everything set up on my PC, transferring all the files and everything. You guys want to know how I actually transferred files? It took me a full week to do it, to get all my old programs and all my clips and files and everything onto this new PC from my old laptop, Bessie. I used a 32 gigabyte USB stick that I got from my brother. This thing, like, I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, Max, why didn't you just get an external hard drive? It would have been so much easier. Well, you guys don't understand. I was broke as soon as I bought this PC. I literally spent all my savings savings on this PC right here that I've been saving up ever since I moved in with my mom. And so I was literally 100% broke. I had $10 in my bank account. There was no way I had any money to buy an external hard drive. And so I literally spent day after day for like a straight week. I spent just moving files with that 32 gigabyte USB stick onto my new computer. I moved over 500 gigabytes with that little 32 gigabyte USB. And because Bessie was so small and the processing power is so slow, you know how long it took to move, just to fill that thing up? It took maybe like 30 minutes to an hour to move a full 32 gigabytes onto that USB stick. It was insane how long everything took. But of course, I eventually did get everything moved over, and that's when I started uploading videos again. This month of December has been the best month of YouTube that I've had ever since I moved out of my apartment, just because of how often I'm able to pump out videos with this thing. It still sucks because of course I'm still dealing with the hotspot, and it literally takes 2 hours just to upload a 10-minute video. It's stupid. This hotspot only has a 2 megabyte upload speed. But basically, the reason it took me so long to start this thing is because I wanted to get everything situated with my new computer before I actually started making this ragetage for him. But I definitely think this video is going to be worth the wait because Jason makes a lot more videos on stuff other than COD now, and this ragetage is just going to be so much better than the last one. But the last ragetage did great. That was the best compilation, best video I've ever made for Jason, even though I hated making it. Like, it was the first edit I've ever made for Jason that I didn't enjoy making. Or it wasn't that I didn't enjoy making it, it was just like, it wasn't fun editing that ragetage. Like, it turned out great, and it's the best video, the best one ratings-wise that I've ever made for him. I think it's at almost 2 million views now, and it has over 100,000 likes, which is insane. But I'm telling you guys right now, if you've seen the content that Jason has made over the past year of 2017, this one is going to be a lot better. And I know that I'm actually going to have fun editing this one compared to me not having fun editing the last one. Now, looking at the past compilations I've made for Jason, they all take me around 2 weeks to make. The subtitles obviously taking the longest. You guys, the subtitles are the bane of my fucking existence. The subtitles on these compilations I make for him are what definitely takes the longest, just subtitling every little word or every little or every little like time he breathes in. Subtitling definitely takes the most amount of time on these videos, and so the edit process I'm assuming is going to take around 2 weeks, especially just because I'm working a full-time job now as well. It might even take longer. I'm hoping it doesn't. And so I'm hoping I can get this ragetage out for him by the first week of January. That way it's still like a 2017 ragetage. It's still fresh on everyone for the end of the year, or beginning of the year technically, I guess. Now, so I can actually finish this thing and get it done in the shortest amount of time possible for Jason, I've decided to do the same thing I did last year, which is I am going to be taking a break from YouTube until I actually get this edit finished for him. That way I can actually just come home from work and not have to worry about making any videos or anything. I can just work on this thing for him for a few hours every day before I have to go to sleep and get ready for work the next day. I only get a day off for New Year's, unfortunately, and so I'm not gonna have like a lot of time off on the weekends or anything. I get a 3-day weekend this weekend, I think, or I don't even know, honestly. I get at least 2 days, obviously, but I don't know if I get an extra day for New Year's or not yet. Either way, I'm going to be doing the same thing I did last year, where I'm just going to be taking a break from YouTube, and that's actually why I didn't upload any videos over the past weekend, is just because I was working on this ragetage for him. I might actually live stream me editing it on Twitch. I'm not really sure yet. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, be sure to follow me on Twitter. I'll tweet out anytime I'm doing any live streams or anything like that. But I don't know, live streaming editing, it's always been really weird for me because I usually don't interact with the chat too much. I just sit there and edit. But if that's something you guys would want to see, if you guys want to see me editing the whole ragetage and everything, let me know. It's probably not too enjoyable to watch, but if you want to see how it's done, it might be entertaining. I don't know. My Twitch link is in the description down below too if you just want to follow me on Twitch and turn notifications on. I don't stream that often, so if you turn notifications on, you're not going to be getting a ton of notifications like all the time. I stream honestly only a few times a month, so if you want to turn notifications on, that'll work too. But yeah, this video that you're watching right now will be the last video you guys see from me until this ragetage is actually finished, and I haven't decided whether or not I want to do the same thing I did last year where I actually uploaded a max tage at the same time he uploaded the ragetage. If you guys don't know, a max tage is basically just a montage for myself. It's more of just like a funny moments compilation from the past year. But now the thing is, I already have the max tage done. It's done. I could upload it right now if I wanted to. There's only a few subtitles I need to put in here or there. Just in my own opinion, I'm kind of scared to upload it just because the clips in max tage 3 have about half the clips than Max Taj number 2 had, just because I uploaded a lot less frequently in the year 2017, because halfway through the year, back in August, I did move back in with my mom, and with having a 2 megabyte upload speed and only a 10 megabyte download speed, it's been really hard to actually upload videos all the time and download games and all that. On top of having a full-time job now I got back in August. YouTube's something I'm always going to do, obviously. I'm never going to quit it. It's just the year of 2017. The beginning was great, but ever since I moved out, YouTube has just gone downhill for me. And so yeah, that affected Max Taj 3 definitely. There's some good clips in Max Taj 3, like I said, don't get me wrong. It's just, it doesn't meet my expectations for Max Taj 2. But yeah, like I said, when this Rage Taj does go up on Jason's channel in the next 2 weeks or so, you guys may or may not see a Max Taj on the same day. It's not that I think it's bad, like I said, it's just I don't think it's as good as the last one, and that really pisses me off, because I've always been someone that, you know, wants to move forward, always wants to be improving their content, and I just feel like this Max Taj isn't as good as the last one. But like I said, maybe it's just a 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of deal, which just means Max Taj 4 is going to be better than all the rest, right? Maybe, I don't know. Hopefully. I definitely have good thoughts going into 2018 though. We finally have a good PC. I should be moving into another apartment sometime early 2018. I still want to get a good stand-up desk and then like a DX racer and everything. I basically want to get my dream setup before I move out. That way I don't have to save up for anything once I'm actually moved out of my mom's place. That was the whole thought process of actually moving back in with my mom. And so I definitely have good thoughts going into 2018. I think 2018, at least by the end of the year, I'm going to be very, very satisfied with where I am. I already am very satisfied with where I am, honestly. I've got a good job, a roof over my head, and I've got something that I love to do, and people like you guys who support me to do it. That's incredible. That's not a lot of people get to say that, honestly. Anyways, though, guys, I think that is gonna have to do it for the video. That's really all I wanted to talk about. Like I said, this is the last video you guys will see for the next 2 weeks or so until I get finished with that Rage Taj. But thank you guys all so much for watching, and until next time, this has been Max. Peace.